Hello again everybody, I'm Nubiao and this is my new home theater PC. After building a new gaming PC half a year ago, the desktop that I built in 2011 has pretty much become the HTPC of the family. However, the PC is very bulky and prevented the sliding windows from closing properly. Recently, I happened to chance upon an old Alienware X51 R1 for $200, which seems like a good replacement. Inside this small form factor PC is an Intel Core i7-2600, 8GB of DDR3 memory, GTX 555, and a 330W power board for the included power brick. Currently, this PC is nowhere near any form of 4K capabilities. Initially, I wanted to replace the included GTX 555 with my Gameboard 4GB GTX 770. However, due to power supply limitations of the system, I have to reach into my closet for my EVGA GTX 1050 Ti SSD version, which I got for around $180 back in May. So, let us now install the GTX 1050 Ti together with the 16GB of DDR3 memory and 480GB of SSD from my old PC into the X51. Now that the PC is up and running, let us look at some of the game performance. Since my television has 4K resolution and the 1050 Ti is known to be a 1080p graphics card, we will first test the 4K performance with less demanding indie titles. Up first will be the Ultimate Chicken Horse, a family-friendly multiplayer game. In this game, players are allowed to add new elements to the field every turn, and the objective is very simple. It is to make the level as difficult as possible for the other players, while secretly forming an unconventional path to the finish point yourself. At 4K resolution, this game performs surprisingly well with an average FPS of 302, maximum FPS of 310 with minimum of 270. Next up will be Crawl. It is a wonderful multiplayer dungeon crawler with enjoyable soundtracks and sound effects. In this game, one player will be chosen as the human player through a simple 4-way showdown at the start of the game. The rest of the player will be playing as the ghost and they can become human by killing the human player. The objective of the game is to defeat the floor boss as the human player. At 4K resolution, the game managed to run smoothly with an average FPS of 311, maximum of 733 and minimum of 209. For the last indie title, we have Inside. Inside is a single-player 2D puzzle platformer with beautiful art styles and immersive gameplay. At 4K resolution, this game ran at an average FPS of 44, with maximum FPS of 51 and dips to the 38, which comes as a surprise after benchmarking the other indie games. The only non-indie title that I tested on this PC is Dark Souls 3, and I tested it at 3 different resolutions on high settings. At 4K resolution, it ran with an average of 21 FPS with dips to the 18. This is not much of a surprise as 1050 Ti is more suited for 1080p gaming, especially for more intensive titles like Dark Souls 3. At 1440p, the game ran at a solid 30 FPS, which is 100% playable if you do not mind playing at console level frame rates. Lastly, the performance on 1080p is very similar to the result of my budget small form factor PC build that I have shown in the previous video. It ran at an average of 55 FPS with rare dips to the 40s. As you can see, this PC is more than capable of running less demanding games at 4K resolution, and for more demanding titles, it would be best to turn it down to 1440p or 1080p for a better gaming experience. This is definitely sufficient for now, and in the future, if I require more graphical power, I can always upgrade the GPU to either a GTX 1060 or 1070. That will be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe for similar content in the future. Thanks for watching and I shall see you in an upcoming video.